Dragon's Dogma is coming to the PC in January 2016. It's only coming out on PC now? I don't know about you guys, but I've kind of had enough of this bollocks. Hey, hi, how you doing? This is the Gamertron, and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. So yeah, Dragon's Dogma, it's been reported, it's been official. I got the news as soon as I uploaded my Why Dragons Should Be Used More in Video Games video. People pointed me out to this article stating that, well, Capcom is going to be releasing Dragon's Dogma on PC. January 2016. Next year. First month, next year. Now that is awesome news. That's awesome news for fans of Dragon's Dogma. That's awesome news for PC players. That's awesome news for the video game community as a whole. But you know what? As positive as much as this is good news, I apologize for making a rant out of this. Why is it only coming to PC now? Dragon's Dogma was released in 2012. It's coming out now for PC in 2016? 4 years later. PC gamers have had to wait 4 years to get the PC version of a console game that has been out for 4 years already. You're kind of late to the party, Capcom, and this isn't the first time video game publishers have only allowed developers to make a PC version of their game years later. Enslaved: Odyssey to the West is a great example. The original console versions of Enslaved came out in 2010. And it only saw a PC release 3 years later, 2013, with Enslaved: Odyssey to the West on Steam. Why was the developer Ninja Fury forced to hold back releasing their game on PC? Would have helped the game sales-wise if it had came out for all platforms back in 2010. Don't get me wrong, it was an awesome surprise to finally play Enslaved. I love that game, I'm so glad it finally came to the PC. But why the 3-year wait? We all know that making a PC version, a console port if you will, to PC, could and should only take up 6 months to a year in development to make a PC version. The only reason it takes years upon years to finally see a PC version of certain console exclusive games that were never meant to be console exclusives is because the publisher is literally paying the developer, no, don't make a PC version. They're literally paying the devs or have them under contractual obligation to not make a PC version of the game. Because you know every single video game developer wants to get their game to as many people as possible. The way to get their game to as many people as possible? Release your game on all platforms. I mean, look at some indie games out there, like Binding of Isaac and Super Meat Boy. Super Meat Boy started out on the Xbox 360. But as it grew in popularity, the developer eventually got enough money to do what they wanted to do and release Super Meat Boy on the other platforms, PC and PlayStation. Same thing with Binding of Isaac. Binding of Isaac started on PC, got so popular, it eventually made its way to Xbox One and PS4. Binding of Isaac was so popular. Developers want their games on all platforms. However, Sony and Microsoft like to interfere with PC gaming. So they pay publishers a hefty amount of money in order to force their developers, the developers working for the publishers, to only make console versions or a single console version of their game for a specific console, or both consoles. This we know to be true. Also, little conspiracy theory of mine, I'm pretty sure the only reason Destiny isn't on the PC as of yet is because Destiny is help selling Xbox One and PlayStation 4s, so they're keeping it on the consoles, even though Bungie has stated, the developer of Destiny, even though they have stated that they would love to make a PC version. However, Activision ain't doing it because Microsoft and Sony are paying Activision to keep Bungie from making a PC version of Destiny. And that goes for other developers and other publishers as well. Sony and Microsoft, instead of investing in actual exclusives for their console, instead pay for these BS timed exclusivity deals, and therefore deny PC gamers games that should be coming to PC or will be coming to PC, forcing gamers to wait years until the contract with Sony and Microsoft and the publisher and the developer finally expires, and the developer and publisher can finally develop and publish a PC version of their game. And I tell you, Microsoft and Sony must be paying these publishers a lot of money, because as soon as the publishers get a chance to have their devs make a PC version, they jump on it immediately. Let me give you a good example of a publisher that realized that it's pointless in making a game console exclusive if it's not going to be a console exclusive. Konami. Oh my god, I'm actually talking about something that Konami did right. Is hell freezing over or something? I don't know. The original Castlevania Lords of Shadow was released for Xbox and PlayStation 360 and free back in 2010. By 2014, Konami had finally realized that you make more money by putting your game out on all platforms. So, come 2014, with the development of Castlevania Lords of Shadows 2, they gave permission to their developer Mercury Steam, creator of the Castlevania Lords of Shadows games. They allowed Mercury Steam to not only make a PC version for the sequel to Castlevania Lords of Shadow, Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2, but they also gave them permission to make a special edition of Castlevania Lords of Shadows for the PC to release it same year as Castlevania Lords of Shadows 2 as promotion for both games. One of the very few times Konami actually did something right, allowing Mercury Steam to release the Castlevania Lords of Shadows games. Hell, they even allowed Mercury Steam to make a PC version of their original Nintendo DS handheld video game Castlevania Lords of Shadow Mirror of Fate. And Castlevania wasn't the only franchise Konami was finally allowing to come to the PC because they were realizing the profitability of PC, the Metal Gear series. Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, originally a console-only game, in 2013 was almost immediately given a PC version in the beginning of the year 2014. And the Metal Gear Solid franchise, a franchise that has almost always been exclusive to consoles, finally got some PC releases with Ground Zeroes and the Phantom Pain. PC versions! One of the very few actual good decisions Konami has made was finally coming to PC, bringing their games and franchises over to PC. Konami finally realized the profitability of PC. Why haven't other publishers realized this? Or is Microsoft and Sony really just paying them so much money to keep their games to their consoles? Because quite frankly, this isn't fair. It isn't fair that PC gamers have to wait years upon years to finally see a PC version of a game that was always going to come to PC, but only remained on the consoles because of contractual obligations. Sony and Microsoft, if any representatives from either company see this video, I highly doubt they will, but if they do, it's not really worth the money for timed exclusivity. Timed exclusivity is not something that makes people want to go out and buy your consoles. And when you start lying about that timed exclusivity, when it's timed to exclusivity, but you make it look like it's exclusivity when it's really not, and you're just lying through your teeth or hiding the truth, well, quite frankly, that's really shitty of you if you're doing that. It's not fair to PC gamers in the absolute slightest. Now, I can understand if you're like making a definitive high-quality PC version of a game, like Grand Theft Auto 5. I can understand why Grand Theft Auto 5 took so long to come to PC, cause Rockstar was putting their all-in on it, and wanted to make that the definitive version of Grand Theft Auto 5. They wanted to make Grand Theft Auto 5 the best it could possibly be on PC. So it's kind of understandable why it took a year. But all these other games exclusive to Xbox and PlayStation, that could be easily ported to PC or have a PC version that you're just withholding or won't finish because of BS contracts. Quite frankly, it's not cool, and we PC gamers shouldn't be standing for this. Yes, we should be excited that these games are finally coming to PC. We should be grateful that us PC gamers finally get to experience and enjoy these awesome video games, but we shouldn't have to wait this damn long. We shouldn't have to wait this damn long for BS reasons. For timed exclusivity that was hidden from everybody. From exclusivity that never needed to be there. Quite frankly, we PC gamers need to stand up to this bullshit. We need to say enough is enough. We need to say, Sony, Microsoft, if the publishers and developers want to make a PC version of their games, let them. Don't hold them back with contracts and giving them boatloads of cash. How about you actually invest in actual exclusives for your console instead of timed exclusivity, or lying about timed exclusivity, or hiding timed exclusivity? Because quite frankly, this timed exclusivity, hidden timed exclusivity for games on consoles, only hurts the developer. The developers of these games could get more recognition, more feedback, more sales. And releasing a game on all platforms, PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, releasing a game on all of the platforms makes it a more established video game franchise, whatever the game may be. It makes the IP more well known. It can maximize sales and hopefully get popular enough to help warrant a sequel or two. Look, I just hate having my time wasted. I hate having to play the waiting game. And having to play the waiting game for video game releases, PC releases of games that were always meant to come to the PC but are only coming now years later because of stupid contracts and exclusivity bullshit? I'm just not cool with that. I'm really not cool with that. And I need to stand up to this more often. I need to make my voice heard, and so do you. PC gamers around the world, we can't have this. Either release the game on PC or not at all. And if there's timed exclusivity, let us know. Don't hide it. Be honest. A lot of people may not buy your consoles because you have certain exclusives and not others, but that doesn't change the fact that hiding timed exclusivity is wrong. It's wrong. PC gamers should be allowed to know if they will ever get to play a game that is console exclusive, or at least pretending to be console exclusive. Alright guys, that was a rant, that was a rave. I'm so sorry, you guys know I like to promote positivity and positive energy on my channel. But there are some negative things, some negative emotions, some anger I need to get out, and I want to share my opinion with you guys. I apologize for the rant. I know a great deal of you don't like my rants. And to make this a bit more positive, hey, we're getting Dragon's Dogma on PC next year. First month of the year. That's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to play Dragon's Dogma. I'm really excited for that. That's good to know. I'm happy to hear, but again, as a PC gamer, I can't have this. I can't stand this. And I hope some of you understand where I'm coming from, but do you? Do you not? What's your thoughts, feelings, and opinions on this subject matter? I'd love to hear your thoughts, feelings, and opinions in the comment section below. Please leave a comment. Please write a comment. I don't get nearly enough comments. Please leave a comment. If you like the video in any way, shape, or form, please hit the like button. Hitting the like button helps you, helps me, helps everybody involved with the video if you hit the like button. And finally, I am the Gamertron, and this is the Gamertron Show. I love video games, and I love talking about video games, and if that's something that interests you, maybe consider supporting my channel by subscribing to me. Anyways, guys, this has been a video, and I will see you guys later.